She says, I don't care how you come back home, just come back home safe. So.
Yeah, because I don't want to go out and get you out of a snowbank.
I don't want to rescue you.
There's a limit to my kindness.
Not today. So, but the upside was there wasn't very many cars on the road either yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and this morning there's nobody on the road, so and that's what you always think about when you're coming in, especially on Highway 101. There's one thing about your driving, but it's the other person's driving as well, because there's no place to go.
Yeah.
And when you get smacked there, it's not usually a very pretty sight. So anyway, very thankful for that.
What else been going on?
That's it. We got lots going on. We got a busy week.
Okay.
So today,
Yeah.
EDC luncheon.
Yeah.
So we're going to head out to Union, head back out to where we came from.
Yep.
And that gets started around 11 this morning to chat and
You're going there
schmooze.
too, yes.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so EDC the annual luncheon that they have there. So that's kind of fun. Always good to go to that. And then Saturday night is the big gala
Yeah, North Mason.
for the North Mason Chamber of Commerce. And so we're excited about that. And we'll be presenting an advertising package to some lucky business
Some
out
lucky
there,
business.
part of the festivities. And
Very nice.
they'll have our firefighter buddy from the north end there,
Jeremy
will be doing the auction with no microphone.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Between
need
him
one.
and Troy, people's ears are still bleeding.
Yeah.
No PA necessary.
They could do like a call back and forth from one side
Oh
of the
my
room
word!
to the other.
Yeah, there's some decibels between those two boys.
Yeah.
Don't need no microphone.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
so we're looking. We go there every year, and
Sure.
it's enjoyable for us. So
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying Dale's classes because that takes him up for
Couple hours.
Oh, yeah, I was
couple
going to
hours
ask you, how's
on
the classes going?
on Monday and Thursday, and then he
at-
has
I'm
homework.
at a point of overwhelmed.
Is it
now.
hard?
Well,
Yeah.
I've got all the software into the computer, and I'm going to be playing with it later today and tomorrow, and tomorrow night is Q&A for a couple of hours.
Okay.
And I think there'll be a big long list, probably be a long night. It's exciting, it's thrilling, but it's a little intimidating. So I'm picking 5 fiction books today to audition.
Do you find yourself trying to be overly good? Like you
Well, of
really want
course.
to enunciate perfectly, and
But
that's
you don't
how
wanna
I would
sound-
be.
But you don't want to sound like you're doing
You
that.
don't, because I have a little Southern accent once in a while.
Sure.
I was born and raised in Kentucky,
Sure.
Louisville. So,
Louisville.
but I was reading a book for a friend of mine, my sister's friend actually, and she's legally blind, and it was a story of her life, and I was like trying so hard to be so perfect, I just overthought it,
Yeah.
So, well, part of the whole thing is to be deliberate
Yes.
and to enunciate clearly. And you got to always, we talked about this, you got to remember there are distractions for your listener.
Yeah.
Whoever's listening to that is,
Right, either
is
in the
not just
car
sitting there
or-
listening.
yeah,
They're
right.
doing something.
Yeah.
So you want to do that,
Yeah.
but it sounds fun. It's whole different thing than
It totally is.
announcing or doing commercials or any of that. So
and I'm sure you don't want to put him asleep to sleep with,
no, but sometimes it sounds that mundane to you, but that's the way that they prefer you to make the delivery. So
So,
I'm getting used to it all.
And you got to be consistent,
Right.
because it's not like they're all one takes.
So you take,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. And so you've got your neutral narrator's voice. So when you're narrating a story, you got
It's
a
a
neutral.
neutral, yeah.
And then, like if you're doing, for me, a child or a female, you just
Up a little?
up a
or-
little. And if you're doing another male voice in a conversation, you drop it a little bit.
Oh.
Unless it's an anxious time and the guy's yelling at somebody, and then you, of course, you yell. But so just things to learn, just
How
techniques.
fun though. That
Yeah.
is fun.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that you're doing that.
Yeah, me too.
me
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
See, I
so-
can lock him up there in that office up there and, have quiet time for hours.
Hours and
Yeah,
hours.
and the dogs have been pretty good about it. Usually,
Sure.
when you try to do anything, as you know,
Yeah.
then the dog's right there saying, "Well, what's happening? I know
What,
something's
barking,
happening." And-
barking.
Come you're not doing it with me.
yeah, right. Don't you want to pet me? No.
So,
Does it go by fast? The time goes by up there fast, I'm sure.
oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, I can while away 2-3 hours real quick up there.
Yeah,
Sounds a little crazy sometimes. All that somebody reading out there in a closet behind
Right.
the bedroom.
Sure.
right. So that's what causes him to be pretty busy now trying to fit in his homework with other just fun things that we do. And so I've been trying to get things in order. I think I've sold my storage property, so you don't realize how much I think. I always say I think until I've got the deal inked and the
Are we still
cash
on
in hand.
No, this
the
is
website?
On the website, I think so.
Suncrest?
Maybe for another week.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Keep it on for another few more weeks.
Till the paperwork goes through.
Yeah.
Well, don't. There's any time that the deal could fall through, so I don't like to count my chickens before they actually hatch.
Yeah.
And so that was interesting. I'm trying to get rid of a vehicle that was abandoned or left there, and oh my God, it's a
Ken Craft.
Can
Ken
you call
Craft.
it like Cars for Kids or?
It's not a car. It's a travel trailer.
Well, and it's not as easy as that because you don't own it. You can't give it away, have it towed, or whatever.
Someone just left it there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And so now it comes time to deal with it. You kind of push that back, that back,
that's the
and
last thing you want to do.
yeah. And so now it comes time to deal with it. So it was. It's been kind of interesting.
And don't fold up the certificate.
I didn't fold it up. You guys have put it in it.
All right. Well,
And anyway, so that's been kind of an
Can't you
interesting
request a
learning
new
experience.
title or something for a
Yeah,
vehicle?
that's what we're
Well,
in the process
you have
of
to do that.
doing.
But
you
you
gotta
have to
send
have you have to have them check to see if there's a registered owner,
Oh.
and then you have to certified mail the owner that I'm about ready to get rid of your vehicle, and then or not vehicle, it's trailer, and then if they don't respond, then you can go ahead and proceed with getting that transferred
It's
over
never
to you.
How long do you have to
Wow.
wait for them to respond?
Well,
Is there a
you'll usually get back a card within a couple of weeks.
okay?
So it's it'll
that's
be
not
about 15 days
It's a
probably.
lot
that
of
they keep it.
paperwork.
for sure.
So anyway, so
it's
so
never
don't
simple.
procrastinate on those kinds of things like I did.
Just rip the bandage off, get
Yeah.
it done, and
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, I guess I'll see you in a few hours. But the beautiful Alderbrook Resort and Spa for the annual
We're
EDC
having
luncheon.
salmon. What are you having?
Salmon is the choice du jour.
Yeah.